According to Shams Charania, Joel Embiid has now been suspended 3 games without pay for shoving the Philadelphia Inquirer columnist, Marcus Hayes. I made a video about this about like a few days ago, how I felt about this situation. I have to say, I am somewhat surprised that the NBA suspended Joel Embiid for this. I definitely thought what he did was wrong when he shoved that columnist. But I've had such low expectations of the NBA for the last several years when it comes to giving suspensions that I feel they tend to drop the ball all the time when it comes to these types of things. But I feel surprisingly this is just about right for what he did. You can't just touch people up because you disagree with what they wrote about you or what they say. Joel hit this man, not to say this was like some life-threatening injury where it took this man out, but he shoved him. That is assault. That is the definition of assault for people who don't know, is that once you're an adult and you even put your hands on a stranger, it doesn't matter how hard you hit them, it is considered assault. Joel Embiid made a huge mistake doing what he did by shoving this guy. Even if he didn't agree with what he said or you found it offensive, he still didn't have the right to do that. And obviously now he'll deal with his punishment. When I think about past punishments by the NBA when it comes to this type of stuff, yeah, I have to say this is about right. I remember Dennis Rodman getting suspended back in the day when I was a kid for kicking the cameraman. I want to see how many games the NBA gave him back then for that. Just give me a minute to look that up. I'm just looking it up right now on Google. Suspension. Just want to see how long. Yeah, I think it was like 6 games back in the day. It doesn't really say. Just I'm trying to see how long he got suspended for. Oh, wow. It was actually long. They suspended Dennis Rodman back in the day 11 games for kicking the cameraman in the nuts. So if we're going by past punishment for assaulting just random people, I would say Joel really got off pretty well on this. You could argue maybe should have been 5 or 6 games, even though I said I'm fine with 3 games. But he got what he deserved. No one should feel sorry for him. This guy is filthy rich beyond belief. He's astronomically wealthy now to this point where this won't make a huge dent in his paycheck. But I thought he got pretty much what he deserved. And he should send a message to anybody that assault is assault. You just can't go around hitting people because you don't like what they wrote about you or what they said about you. Plus, this man offered an apology to Joel's face when he started yelling at him, and he still couldn't accept it. And I feel when someone offers an apology, even if you feel it's half-hearted, it's fake or whatever, you should accept it and move on. That's actually the person is actually conceding that they've lost the battle with you when they're forced to apologize to you, that they actually have lost the battle and that they fear you. So you should take that as a victory in your mind at least and just walk away from it. I thought that was by far one of the dumbest things Joel did, was that he kept on going on and he wanted more, even when the guy apologized to him, and he still did what he had to do. He shoved him, but it is what it is now. He's going to be suspended for a few games. And I think the Sixers probably have a bad record right now. I haven't been following them since both Paul George and him have been out. Let's see what their record is right now. I'm just looking for the record. Can't really see in the standings. Okay, yeah, they're so bad. They're all the way at the bottom. That's why I couldn't see it. So they're the second worst team in the East right now, 1-5, and Milwaukee Bucks are the worst team right now currently in the East. So they're in a hole right now. It'll be interesting to see which team can get out of this hole faster. Will the Bucks get out of this hole or will the Sixers? That's something I think maybe I'll make a video on that later on. That would be something interesting to talk about. But the Sixers are struggling. Obviously, this hurts them even more that he's going to be suspended for a few more games. Who knows whenever he's going to be ready? No one knows. But they really need him in the worst way, and this only hurts his team even further. I hope he learns from this, but I don't have faith in him. He's a very immature guy. He's spoiled and he's coddled, but we'll see what happens. That's really all I have to say about this.